Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're talking about, again, Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, I said I was going to stop making these videos, but after what happened with the box office in China, I figured I'd talk about it. So, in case you didn't know, there was an 85% drop the second week at the box office from China. That's crazy. Now, I've been listening to a lot of people's, well, specifically one person's, but I'm not going to really call him out, about how, oh, this movie's probably one of the most successful Spider-Man movies. Um, here's successful decrypted, okay? Spider-Man Homecoming was deemed financially successful because, first of all, their estimates for how much this movie was going to make for Sony and Marvel were way lower. They were like probably like 100,000 or like 75, 85,000. They didn't expect to get, or I should say million, 100 million, 85 million. They didn't expect to make over that. So the fact that they have made over 800 million is an impressive feat, and given that this is one of the most cheap movies that they made, because this movie was cheap, it had a lower budget than the rest of the other Spider-Man movies, I can see that argument. But as far as to the public, what in my opinion, I think I think that it's looked at as a failure because think about it, 61% drop second week in America, 85% in China drop the second week. They're like, oh, fuck this, I'm going back to watch anime. Like they don't care. Because I bet some anime that I don't even know has deeper meaning than this fucking movie. You see what I'm saying? Like, this movie had no depth. This movie had no meaning, and ultimately that's what made people be like, forget this, I'm not watching this again. This movie was just a little fun summer movie to watch. This was not like a movie to teach you anything or for you to learn anything from. This was just a movie for entertainment or filler. This was not like anything that, that was supposed to blow your mind out of the water or completely change your life. And that's what the problem with this movie is. And they dropped the ball on it, in my opinion. But let me get back to what I was saying. My thoughts on this. I'm surprised by how far it dropped. I'm not really surprised by the fact that it did drop. I'm more surprised at the fact that it dropped so much, 85%, because they made about 20,000, 23, I think it was like 20 to 23,000 in the first week, and then 85% drop, meaning you're not making 20,000 like you were that first week. You're losing money at that point. I think it made more than that, but the point is that yeah, it made a pretty big drop, and I just again want to just tell you my reasons why I think that it was such a big drop, and it's because this movie did not have the deep meanings like the original movies. The problem with the movie was there was nothing. It was just a shell. There was nothing on the inside. It's like if you find like a shell with no turtle in it, or a shell of a snail with no snail in it. Like, that's what this is. It didn't have anything in it. It just had what you saw in the trailer. Like that's it, and maybe even less. But this is not a review. This is just me talking about it. I guess I'll wrap this up with the fact that I think I don't believe I'm in the minority. I really don't. I looked at the like to dislike ratio lately on my review, and it looks like it's official. I won the war, but 85% drop? That's crazy. Come on. Come on. I don't care who you are. Tell me that that's not humongously just crazy to think about. How low. Like, this is not like plus. This is like straight drop. Like, I don't think you could argue with me about how bad that is. Like, 85% drop. Like, there's just no question about how bad that is. They really didn't like the movie, majority. So I really don't think I'm in the minority. Oh, people say, oh, you're in the minority. People love this movie. I'm starting to think that I'm not. I'm really starting to think that. It's just... Then why didn't this movie make more? Was it because of the fact that we had 5 Spider-Man movies in the course of 2 decades, 20 years? Maybe. I don't know. Everyone was excited about Spider-Man being in the Avengers, but yet for some reason his movie couldn't make way more money. Of course, estimated it made more money than what it was estimated to make, but the point is, it still didn't beat it. And here's my argument to people saying, oh, this is the most financially selling movie or whatever, or for Marvel and Sony. First of all, tickets for the original Spider-Man movies, not the Amazing, but the original trilogy, ticket sales were lower back then to like go buy tickets. If you were to probably take all of those numbers and times it or plus it by that the amount of tickets, the amount of money you have to pay for tickets nowadays, you're gonna get a bigger answer. Probably, maybe even in the million or billion mark. You see what I'm saying? Because back then the tickets were way cheaper, but now they're like way higher priced. So you gotta also look at it as that. And when you do look at it as that, and you look at this movie, and you look at the prices for tickets now compared to what it was back then, about how cheap the tickets were back then, but yet that made a lot of money, that shows you how many people went back and watched those movies. But yet, for some reason, in America and China, for examples, they just didn't. 61% in America, 85% drop in China. That's crazy. That's why I think that this movie, again, financially it was a success, but I think publicly it was a failure, in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about this 85% drop in China thoughts, because a part of me surprised, but a part of me is not surprised. You know what I mean? I think that this kind of was... I didn't see the number coming, but I did see that it was going to be pretty low as far as like the drop rate. Higher. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. And until then, guys, I'm out of here. Up, and away. See you guys.